Adam, you disappeared. Are you okay?
I went over this months ago in Phoenix, TF-29's North America Division. Everything should be there in that report.
The report has a few areas that aren't clear. The operational details are there, but there's not a lot about your personal interactions with Agent Hector Guerrero. Specifically what happened to him.
Is this a witch hunt, Doctor? Because I feel like I've been under the microscope since London.
Adam, this interview has nothing to do with that. We're just trying to clarify what happened in Arizona 9 months ago. Just relax. Tell me what happened, what you remember about that mission one more time, and we can put this to bed.
You want me to tell you a story? Okay. Let's get this over with.
I'm listening.
It was my first undercover mission for TF-29. They had me undercover as an inmate inside an AUG-only supermax known as the Penthouse.
Penthouse approach. Phoenix Flight Control requesting handoff of automated transport. How copy?
Reading your 5, Phoenix. Onboard AP is disengaged. Handoff complete. Tower has control.
Copy that. Have a better one.
We'd received intel suggesting terror attacks on several pro-AUG groups in the U.S. If it proved out, the loss of life would have been staggering. Agent Guerrero was the only one who could confirm if that intel was solid, but he was Dark Opal, already in the prison, undercover, and out of contact.
Would you consider this mission high risk?
The job is the job. What else is there to say?
I'm just wondering at the amount of stress such a mission might put on someone. It must be difficult.
Try and keep up, asshole!
We're agents, Doctor. We handle our roles as we need to.
So you were taken into processing.
Open the block!
All inmates are stripped of their augmented abilities on arrival. I had some idea of what to expect inside that place, but let's just say I should have been better prepared.
Okay, data's in, ID's verified. Last name Walters, first name Derek, middle name... Jesus.
I think they pronounce it Jesus.
Stinger, you might want to come take a look at this.
What is it?
Take a look at this hardware.
Full arm-leg prosthetic replacement, energy converter. I don't even know what that is. He's a real deal hot rod, isn't he? What do you think? They look mil-spec almost?
Oh, definitely. I mean, these were made with love. I mean, look, right there, you can see on the...
love? They ain't fucking cookies. What do we know about him?
First timer, looks like. Doing a 5-year bid for aggravated assault and negligent homicide. Oh, he's being transferred up north in a few days to our big brother.
Kinda relaxed for a first timer. Too big for paradise, maybe, huh? Hot rod? Can't waste any time getting to know you then, can we?
You want him on the list?
No. But I want to keep an eye on him. See where he goes, who he talks to. Upload the virus.
It's not a virus. Technically, it's much more
It can be a monkey riding a poodle up his ass for all I give a shit, egghead. As long as it shuts him down. Clear?
Yes, sir. Uploading now.
hurts. Don't it? We put a suppression biochip doodad in your noodle. Just think of it as a housewarming gift from the great state of Arizona. We don't need you using your superpowers in here. Welcome to your new reality, Hot Rod. Better get used to it.
No inmates pass this line.
Hold on.
You on thin ice.
The pain you experienced, it was from the chip they implanted during processing, right?
Yeah, it kicked in if I even thought of using any of my augs.
So you were inside, stripped of your augs, no badge, no backup, and the clock was ticking on the terrorist threat? What did you do next?
I knew from the brief that Guerrero was in B Block using the name Oscar Mejia. To get to him, I needed to keep a low profile, blend in, and follow prison protocols.
All right, Clanks. Level 3's run time in the yard begins now. Play nice and steer clear of restricted areas.
Get out of here.
Reminder, religious affiliation is a personal part of your life. This facility will not try in any way to change your religious convictions.
Am I looking for anything in particular?
Just the shit these animals think they can hide from us.
Damn. What is with the fixer and stuffed toys?
They're the only friends he has in this place. He's obsessed with them.
Almost makes you feel sorry for that little psycho.
Solitary.
No. Nosebleed ain't allowed. You got a problem? Your problem is
The shower room is off limits until further notice.
tiles and patterns.
We're in the middle of a desert.
I'm telling
Trading is how you... A multi-tool is a rare commodity in here, man.
Let's say I trade you for it. What would you want in return?
Booze, man. I need booze. Takes the edge off. I'll give you my multi-tool if you can get me a bottle of something. Anything. You got?
Take it.
Nice. You're the man. Don't do anything crazy with it. Guards catch you, you don't know me.
Are you shitting me? Johnson. Andy fucking Johnson.
Do I know you?
Do you know me?
Do you believe this, clown? Yeah, you know me, you piece of shit. Theodore Zenga, Detroit, 2022. You busted my ass at the Howie Bazaar Club for sleeping with underage hookers, remember?
You've got the wrong guy.
Don't lie to me, bot. You threw me down a flight of stairs. My head hit every fucking step. You don't forget something like that.
Ain't no problem, is there, D-Town? How about you give the new brother some breathing room?
Break it up, Clanks. Unless you want a one-way ticket to solitary. No charge.
We're all fine here, Stenger. We don't need another accident. I suggest you find a way to cool off, D-Town. Show's over.
The guy's a cop, I'm telling you. I see you again. I'll parade your bot ass all over the yard. You hear me?
Hell, New Shine. Look at you. Making a good first impression already. I like that.
I'm not sure everyone agrees with you.
What, D-Town? Nah, pay no mind. He's not allowed to hate on the guards, so he just hates on everyone else instead.
So I should watch my back. Thanks for the advice.
Ain't the inmates gonna kill you in the penthouse, brother. It's the guards. Stenger and his crew be stirring up trouble all day, every day.
Why would they do that? Pissing us off is just gonna make their job harder.
It's like a game to them. They bait us into breaking the rules and kill us when we cross the line. Been worse since they murdered Wilbur.
Let me get this straight. The guards are murdering inmates for fun?
Mm-hmm. Wilbur's just the latest brother to die for no good reason other than whatever Stenger was thinking. Just you wait, Moonshine. Their time's coming. We Augs need to stand together, not apart, know what I'm saying?
This Wilbur, you say, was murdered. What happened to him?
Got himself cut in half by an automated sentry over in B-Block. Official word was malfunction. Unofficial word is Stenger. Must have gotten tired of the swing Wilbur had.
Sounds like Wilbur was a big deal.
He was the king for a lot of folks in here. Full gangster, Kosher Nostra. Been hooking and crooking since most of these guys were still dancing in their daddy's balls. Him getting taken out like that has all the brothers fired up. They can't just kill us like we're cattle anymore.
All level 2 inmates, return to your cells immediately. Your outdoor time is over.
Say, you don't look so good. Feeling the choke from the suppression chip Stenger put inside you, huh? It's a rare kind of pain, ain't it?
I've dealt with pain before. Sure, I'll find a way to deal with it again.
That's up to you. But I'd strongly advise you look for someone we call the Fixer. He's an inmate like you and me, but he was a doctor on the outside. He can give you a little something for the pain.
Last warning, Clanks. All level 2 inmates back to your cells. Now!
Level 2, that's me, brother. The yard's yours. Enjoy your time in the sun. You need me for something, swing by 212.
Cell A212, got it.
Did you think you could trust this Dr. Flossie mentioned? Did you feel nervous or suspect something was wrong?
There was a chance he was walking me into something, yeah. And I didn't know how long it would take to find Guerrero. But losing the choke wasn't such a bad idea either. I had to think it through.
Respect other inmates, respect correctional officers, respect yourself, and most importantly, respect the rules.
You the one they call the Fixer?
Well, yes. Well, sometimes Wart. Cut-up version of Wertmüller. It's German, from my father. He said to always insist on the umlauts. Otherwise people butcher the pronunciation. So often butchered it, no matter what I did.
Sorry to hear that.
It's not your fault. You haven't gotten it wrong, not once. I like that about you, Mr.
Walthers. No umlauts. I'm here because Flossie sent me.
He wants it now? But, I don't have it. Not here. Mr. Flossie made it very clear. I internalize the words when someone like him asks someone like me to do something. Well, as you can see, the gate, delivery must wait.
If this delivery is important to Flossie, I could help.
Did he tell you to tell me to tell you? Irregular. But possible, because your name is German, like my name, but yours. Simpler, stronger, an old warrior's name.
Yeah, well, this old warrior's seen better days. Now I'm just trying to facilitate things if I can.
Aren't we all, Mr. Walters? It's the temptation that concerns me. Once a man holds it in his hands, we're not made of plush. Can you promise to deliver it?
I'm not looking to make enemies. If I can help a guy like Flossie get his hands on something he needs, maybe he can help me.
Very well. It's, cell 309. Be careful. Don't tell Teddy I told you. They know me. Know that if someone wants something from me, all they have to do is ask.
Okay, cell A309. I'll see what I can do. There's something else. The pain I've been feeling since getting processed. Apparently you're some kind of doctor.
Suppose I am that. Yes. Dr. Wertmuller. There was a brass sign on the door. It was deeply engraved. But that's in the past. I'm here now, specializing in the side effects of suppression. The choke.
Stenger's procedure, the chip they install on us. How does it work exactly?
Pain equals energy exerted. Man uses an iron lung to breathe, zap! His heart beats mechanical. Zap! He lifts his alloy arms over his head because Mr. Stenger tells him to.
Zap, zap, zap. Yeah, I felt it. And you found a way to make these reactions go away?
A combination of liquids, yes, and crushed powders in tablet form, small enough to stuff down a child's throat, enough to pass around without Mr. Stenger knowing. All you had to do was ask.
You expect me to swallow some magic pill without knowing what it is? I'm not even sure you know what it is.
It's a drug made up of diamorphine and fentanyl and oxycodone and quinine and pethidine and hydromorphone and...
Just tell me what it does.
It does what most drugs do. Numbs the pain. Makes us feel stronger than we are.
Stronger? Could it help a man get access to his augs again?
Exactly, yes. When a man takes it, he feels... regains access to parts of himself thought lost. Importantly, use of illicit energy is no longer punishable by Mr. Flossie specified that was the key, he said. And offer it to anyone who asks.
I think I like the idea of feeling like myself again.
That's a wise choice. Here, take one. Just the one. One for everyone. Oh, and side effects? Yes. There's the possibility of drowsiness and drowsy mouth. Occasionally. The greatest danger would arguably be long-term total unknown.
MA 524-1074, Ward Mulker. Report to the infirmary immediately. Ward Mulker to the infirmary.
That's not correct at all. Mr. Walters, really, it's the first 5 minutes I'd be most worried about. Those are the most crucial.
I'm surprised you took the fixer's pill. Weren't you worried about the side effects?
The pill messed with my vision, but it removed the pain caused by the choke. Even more, it also restored access to a few of my augs. As far as I was concerned, it was worth it.
Still, that was quite a gamble. Have you felt anything since? Changes in mood, headaches, memory loss?
I can only think of one headache right now, Doctor.
pressure's still low, but the A-block shower room is now open.
Did Stinger say anything to you about setting Wilberg up? You really think that new guy's a cop?
I know he is, you idiot. Just can't remember his fucking name.
Isn't it Pig?
No, smart ass.
Oh, right.
Wilkinson? James. That wasn't it either. Damn it, I know it.
The others to riot will add 24 months to your sentence.
Look at this.
Seems more tense the last few days.
Take out all
Ignore it.
Disrespecting a correctional officer will lead to punishment and/or an extension of your sentence.
So let me get this straight. Flossie was smuggling a biocell inside a stuffed toy. Were you tempted to use it yourself?
There was a good chance the biocell would have given me access to my augs, but it was clearly intended for Flossie. Not taking it to him could have jeopardized our relationship and the job.
Solitary confinement for an extended period.
That was risky, using the biocell on yourself. Did you think you might have been playing with fire? There was no telling what effect it could have had on you.
The modifications made to that biocell had somehow given me access to my augs again. Now, completing my mission was that much easier. In my opinion, it was worth the risk.
We now turn to Mexico, and news that the are the greatest concerns of the digital age, and we at Palisade
What was that?
have made addressing those concerns a priority for them. Information archived within the walls of Palisade beyond the legal jurisdiction. Palisade Bank Corporation is now and forever will be the best secure corporate archiving company.
Do not accept any gifts or favors from other entities.
Come on.
I've got your back.
Scientists found a way to avoid outbreak through a correlation.
Huh? What was that?
You take it.
Any inmate found in a restricted area without proper authorization will be shot off. No exceptions.
Turning Mountie. The Augmented Rights Coalition.
You hear that?
I'm with you.
My brain is turning to mush.
you know of an infraction being committed by a fellow inmate, report it immediately to a correctional officer.
Crossword puzzle book around here somewhere.
What was that? We have to check it out.
You ain't listening to me again. Not all of them.
Is a personal part of your life. This facility will not try in any way to change your religious convictions.
Book around here somewhere.
Pass with a former inmate on the outside?
Of course. But I don't act like this outside.
Really?
Yeah. An old timer taught me that. We all need to act inside and outside of these walls. You're either who you are in here, and then you see me tired out there.
That's some good advice. I'll have to try that.
Oh. And another piece of wisdom for you.
Remember to keep your cell neat, clean, and free of contraband.
What was that?
Refusing to be scanned by a drone will add 18 months to your sentence.
Biotech giant stock has seen a massive upswing as investors cash in on reports that TYM will be... CEO expressed his relief in a written statement on the company's official site, promising happy times ahead and thanking investors for not believing everything they read in the news. With all due respect, folks, those investors should probably choose their news more carefully. If you see, hear, or read it from Picus News, you know it is the truth. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus.
Interfering with the duties of a correctional officer will add 3 months to your sentence.
Quality, excellence, center, restoring the past, and building the future.
Turning now to Europe for the augmented rights
Exposure to sunlight can be harmful to natural and synthetics.
Shit can be hard to come by in this place.
And you're the guy who can get things, is that right?
Yeah. Well, a multi-tool, to be specific. I got one of those, if you have any new paws to trade.
Here.
Sweet! My multi-tool, as promised. Keep it out of sight. Know what I mean?
Hey, look, new shine. Didn't think I was gonna see you again so soon. Is it a social call, or you're here for something in particular?
Just looking around.
So how you feeling? You take the fix's medication?
I did, thanks.
No need to thank me. Gratitude's all in your swagger. Make sure you wear it well. Listen, we talk much longer, the screws are gonna get wise. So if there's gonna be anything else, let's make it quick.
When we talked in the yard, you said something to Stenger about an accident. What did you mean?
I told you. Thanks to Stenger and his guards, dying's real easy if you don't watch yourself. Killing Wilberg was a surprise, though. Normally, the assholes just set you up for a terminal violation.
Terminal? As in executed?
Mm-hmm. You get busted for a TVI and straight to solitary for a 24-hour death sentence.
And what kind of infractions warrant summary executions?
Used to be just the hard stuff. Killing another brother, that sort of thing. Now, though, seems like anything Stinger goddamn pleases will have you sent to cell number 6. Spend the night in that hole you ain't never seen again.
This is starting to sound like a ghost story just to spook the new guys. Why would Stenger do that? I don't see the point.
Maybe the point is he doesn't need a point. Maybe he's just a sadistic fucking coward who hides behind that seal on the prison door like it's a goddamn suit of armor. All I know is, this place needs burning to the ground. Stinger can't get away with this shit forever. Things are gonna change real soon. I guarantee it.
When I spoke to the fixer, he seemed off. Like he missed a couple of software updates.
Don't make the same mistake as everyone else in here. Judging a man by what you see is only half the story. The fixer might seem strange, sure, but he's helping work towards real change.
By pushing dope?
There you go with that judgment again. That so-called dope is a big help to the augs in here. It's a big help to the fixer, too. It's a shield. So many of the brothers need his product, everyone leaves him well enough alone.
What's the point of protecting the fixer if you're just gonna force him to do whatever you want instead?
I'm not forcing anybody, just offering strong advice.
And what happens if someone ignores that advice?
I don't know, Nushan. They never did.
I used to run with someone in here. Name's Oscar Mejia. You know him?
Yeah, I know him. He's what you'd call a social butterfly, real chatty. Truth is, I haven't seen him much since he moved to B-Block. Last time we spoke, he seemed pretty shook up about Wilbur.
They were friends?
Like I said, social butterfly. He's the one who found Wilbur dead after that sentry messed him up.
I should go. I'll see you around.
Fixer's hardly ever on the block.
You don't want to go any further, Og.
That prisoner jumpsuit you found must have come in handy.
It meant I could blend in and move around B-Block without the risk of being spotted by the guards over there. It was a convenient disguise, but I needed to remember to use the correct suit for each block to avoid running into trouble.
So you made it into B-Block. I can't imagine you started knocking on cell doors asking for Oscar Mejia.
Not exactly, no. I knew I had to keep searching. As long as I stayed out of trouble, I'd find a way. And with a jumpsuit for B-Block, I was able to move around in the open.
Always watching, because you are always watching. Now, the market and analysts are reporting that the Potential Human Restoration Act of 2029 is good news for one company in particular, Medical. The biotech giant's stock has seen a massive upswing as investors cash in on reports that TYM will be the sole supplier of the chips to be installed in all augmented people, should the vote pass. The timing is good for the once beleaguered company. Regular viewers will remember my report later this year.
Tell me you heard that as well.
Stay low.
Agent Wright! Due to worry that the big one is long overdue.
You'd be dropped into solid
I have to tell you,
even throw the first
it
punch.
is difficult to know
Besides, starting a riot is
when
a federal
even the
offense.
so-called experts
Serious?
cannot agree with
Federal
each other.
offense? Look it up
This
for
is
yourself.
Eliza Cassell, reporting to you.
How would they know it's
Got this. Shots in. For all you need to get through the
We now turn to Mexico, and news that the Russian Federation States have pledged aid to the Mexican government to help stem an alarming rise in civil unrest. Many remain skeptical. Mexico's government is accused by some of its own of being nothing more than an extension of La Guerra, the country's largest, most powerful cartel.
Tampering with any part of your cell is strictly prohibited. Violating will be sent to solitary confinement for an extended period.
To reestablish safety and stability. Political analysts bring devolved into what might best be described as a centralized bank for gangs the world over. With Mexico's tourism industry owned by a UN moratorium on central drivers in the country, the future of this once beautiful nation remains in serious doubt. Bad times for everyone, folks. The all victims of this terrible story. One less country safe for us to enjoy.
The lesson I learned is that you need an emotional... How long is this gonna take? Where can I get to my damn cell? We're not you. See who's got the entire...
Why turn back when you were so close to reaching Agent Guerrero? I'm not sure what the thinking was behind that.
There's no need to know the thinking behind it. I'm telling you what happened.
It just seems strange that you didn't feel the need to focus on your objective.
Am I telling this story, Doctor, or would you rather tell it for me?
No, man. From what I heard, they want to pack up all the augmented people in the world and send us off to a country.
Little red shoes, she gave up her legs for little red shoes. Now, hey, you ruined my rhythm. Little red shoes.
States government. Sorry, boys. B-block shower room is closed for maintenance. Not accept any gifts or favors from other inmates.
You lost, Columbus, or just looking to scrub another man's back?
Benny Machado. Friends call him Big Yacht. You know him?
Big Yacht? Jesus. Haven't heard that name for...
26 months.
20? Wow. It's been that long, huh?
So, do you know him or not?
Yeah, I know him. Look, we can skip the cloak and dagger. No harm playing by the book, but this far out the bosses can't hear us anyway. What are you doing here?
I'm with Interpol. Walthers, TF-29. There's a potential terror threat. We need you to help us.
Whoa, whoa! Back up! You're here to pull me out? For a potential threat? You think I'm working on my fucking tan in here? I'm Dark Opal, remember? Do not contact under any circumstances.
We think this could be serious. Maybe the intel we have is a little thin, but it clearly suggests attacks are possible against several pro-Aug groups. I'm not sure that's a risk I want to take.
Did I just hear you admit TF-29's intel might be bullshit? You're a breath of fresh air, man. I think I like you already.
Look, if just one of these threats pans out, we're talking thousands of potential lives lost. Isn't it our job to protect them?
Yes, but TF-29's intel is wrong. It always is. Walthers, what I'm doing in here is too important. No offense, but I'm not pulling out for a maybe. Sorry.
I wouldn't have come all the way out here if I didn't feel this was important.
Hey, I understand. I'm not attacking you. Unlike our clueless bosses back home, I know exactly what you went through just to get here. What's all this got to do with me anyway? I'm organized crime, not terrorism. Interpol knows that.
We arrested 2 suspects on an AUG smuggling charge. They let slip about the attack during interrogation, but now they won't talk. We've ID'd them as members of the Junkyard Gang. Dombrowski and Martin.
Jesus, are you kidding me? Dombrowski and Martin? That's like Laurel and Hardy planning the moon landings. No wonder they're not saying anything. They don't know shit. This terror threat of yours, it's nothing but hot air, Walthers.
Alright, so maybe you know someone who can give us a better lead. You've been inside Junkyard for 2 years now, Agent Guerrero. You know these guys better than anybody.
Agent Guerrero? Come on, man. You sound like one of them talking. We're not like them. Call me Mejia.
Fine, Mejia. We need to get you transferred out of here as soon as possible, so you can talk—
I told you I can't. Look, Walters. Junkyard is It's taken years to get them to trust me. If you knew what I...
Ho-ho-ho! Been a while since I boot-fucked the door. Haven't lost my touch. Hello, boys. This a private part?
This has nothing to do with you, Stinger. You should know to mind your own business.
Oh, I am. I think our friend here will understand that.
Friend?
Oscar Mejia, I'm placing you under arrest for the murder of Ian Wilberg. Cook this beaner.
Man, whatever the hell... Back off!
Oaks! So help me God! What?
He's up! Stanger, he's up!
About goddamn time. Let me get a look at him. Move. You and me? We need to talk. Get out of here. Make sure no one bothers us.
But Chief, what about the riot?
I said out, dipshit! Look, Walters. What happened in the shower was a mistake, all right? But it wasn't my fault. If Junkyard would have told me you were coming, none of this would have happened.
Junkyard. Then you know why they sent me.
Yeah, I know. But I can fix this. God damn it. Didn't I tell you guys something was gonna happen? Mejia runs hot, I said. Too much passion. Sure enough, he went off script and put the entire operation at risk. I swear. I'm the only one in here who knows what he's doing.
You arrested Mejia for Wilberg's murder. Why the hell would he do something like that?
Exactly. I had Wilberg on the do not touch list from day one. And not just because of his connections on the outside. He held a lot of sway in here. Mejia's supposed to know that. Hell, that's why he was here, isn't it?
So you think he's deliberately trying to sabotage the operation?
It looks that way, don't it? Junkyard should have never trusted him, just like I said. After we get this goddamn riot under control, things are gonna start going a whole lot smoother with me in charge. You can rely on that.
Where's Mejia now?
I got that covered, don't you worry. He's squared away in a solitary on a TVI. Tighter than a sheep's asshole when the shepherd stinks of wine. He'll be dead this time tomorrow.
Dead tomorrow? That's not acceptable. Junkyard needs Mejia alive. I want to speak with him now.
No disrespect, F.A., but you being a VIP and all, I don't think that's a good idea. Since your boy went and killed Wilberg, the prison's gone to complete shit with these filthy-ass augs tearing up the place. No offense.
Isn't the prison designed to stop something like this? What happened?
Frederick Flossie happened. Budget Malcolm X type. Educated just past his ABCs. So I guess that about makes him a fucking genius in here.
Yeah, we met. The inmates obviously look up to him.
Word is they broke into lockup and grabbed some biocells, but we managed to put down a lot of them. All in all, it ain't looking good for Team Clank, but they're still fighting. I don't get it. The choke was supposed to kick in, but it's like 2027 all over again.
What do you expect? You push a chip inside them, take away what they are, trust me, that'll piss off any aug.
Yeah, sorry about that. But again, if Junkyard would have told me you were coming... No matter. I got a riot response team on the way that'll be more than happy to push their shit in for him.
Boss, cell block is clear. Looks like most of the trouble is towards the admin building.
It'll be fine. They're just fucking augs. There's no way they can take the entire prison.
Woo! Frederick Flossie coming at you live! You out there, Stenger? Time's up for you and your goon assholes, motherfucker!
Christ on a cracker! Sorry, Walters. You'll need to stay here. The guards are gonna be shooting inmates on sight, and the last thing we need is you getting drilled. Oaks! Get to admin and do something about that fucking PA. I got something to take care of first. I'll meet you there.
So you let Stenger believe that you were with Junkyard. Why not break cover, now that Guerrero's life was on the line?
Stenger was into something dirty. There was no telling what he would do to protect himself. It was better I stayed under and got into solitary on my own.
But you still had to make your way through a prison riot to do that.
Then it was a good thing I had use of my augs. I was gonna need them.
You got my back, right?
How did...
Riot protocols are in effect. All inmates must surrender to the nearest correctional officer. Or deadly force will be used. Riot protocols are now in effect. Correctional officers must contain the situation in a timely manner. Correctional officers are authorized to use lethal force to subdue all non-compliant inmates.
Feels good. Naturally.
Return to your cells immediately. Inmates who do not comply will be shot on sight.
Surrender to your nearest correctional officer immediately, or deadly force will be used against you. effect. Correctional officers must contain the situation. In a timely manner.
You check over there yet?
For sure, we can relax.
Participating in a riot is a serious offense, and will have an impact on the length of your sentence.
Inmate we see?
Taking their time.
lights there?
Nothing. Bentley T. House Father Correctional Facility is now under lockdown. Riot response. Federal law.
Addressing those concerns priority.
Return to your cells immediately. And follow.
Yes, sir, Mr. Stenger. Whatever you say. Mr. Walters? You found me. Hiding in my hole. Of course, not much of a surprise. I'm where they told me to be.
I'm not sure what you're talking about. Starting to think I need to get used to that.
When last we spoke, the PA called me by name to the infirmary, they said.
A lot's happened since then.
The Rising, yes. Mr. Flossie didn't fabricate feelings out of nothing, though he does have a way of fashioning frustrations and coordinating courage. He can be very comprehensible.
Flossie, huh?
Teddy had a plan in place to launder a tampered cell, spin things into an impossible gear. Unfortunately, somewhere along the line, Teddy lost his head.
Tell me more about this tampering of yours.
You don't need me to tell you. I can smell the electric in your veins.
You mean the biocell that was inside the stuffed animal? Well, sorry about that. A man needs every advantage he can get.
A boy's best friend needs his head, Mr. Walters. If everything's worked accordingly, you'll have gotten quite the boost. Enough to start spinning those augs again.
What about that suppression chip all the inmates have installed? Isn't that supposed to keep something like this from happening?
The chokes? Yes. When we exert energy, and it will mitigate. Will hurt like all hell any man who tries to use his augs to the full extent that any tampering could allow. Unless, of course, he got my fix.
Your fix? The drug you've been handing out? It was designed with the riot in mind?
Yes, Mr. Flossie wanted them to be ready.
So, a prison full of drugged up and pissed off convicts with unmitigated access to their augs. At no point did that seem like a bad idea to you?
At no point did Mr. Flossie ask me to formulate an opinion.
Okay, so formulate one now.
I think it's exciting.
I can imagine Flossie being persuasive enough to incite something like this. The part I don't get is why.
Oh, a man's motives mean nothing to me. I don't think to ask.
Best planned uprising in the world, it's still suicide. It's not gonna help anyone get off this rock.
Certainly not, no. Most men have given up hope of leaving, and even with my special biocells, they can't sustain, meaning any inmates who use them are bound to burn out long before the law.
So it is suicide.
That's not the word Mr. Flossie used.
So now what, you sit tight and hide while all hell breaks loose outside?
I fix for kicks. Make myself available. Whenever someone needs, I'm here to help.
What kind of help are you offering?
Well, let's see. A man like yourself, man of the world, I do have one last pill. Lint-laced, but still good. Good at making a man feel like himself. Interested?
I've been feeling the effects of that pill of yours. It hasn't all been positive.
The vision thing. It's when the eyes burn behind. Not everyone likes it.
How long are these side effects gonna last?
Oh, that's a very good question.
Great. You got an answer?
I'm afraid not, no.
I liked what the first pill did. Alright, let's roll the dice a second time.
This is exhilarating. Only man to take more than one is me. Mr. Flossie told me to test and get it right. I took a lot.
Whatever doesn't kill us.
Oh, it shouldn't kill you, no. It might, but probably not. Pretty sure. Like 61% sure. You can still see, right?
It never felt better.
Hold on. So you're saying you took the fixer's pill again? Without knowing the long-term side effects? Weren't you worried?
Everyone trusts the doctor, right?
Take 2. What can you do?
In accordance with federal law, correctional officers are permitted to use deadly force.
If you want anything else, you should really talk to Teddy. Experimental pills are my thing, but he's the one with the brain for business.
You want me to talk to your stuffed toy?
He told me to tell you to talk to him. He wants you to know he's got the shit. His words, not mine.
All right, I'll go see what Teddy's got.
Oh, and Teddy says no hard feelings about the head. He would have done the same.
All right, Teddy, let's see what you got.
Keep an eye on your corners.
single officer are permitted to use deadly force.
Something's wrong.
So Agent Guerrero had asked for a schedule change to his work detail. Something about that struck you as odd?
Flossie said that he and Wilbur were friends. Maybe he just wanted to work with him. Then again, after what Stenger had said about Guerrero being the one who killed Wilbur, well, I knew once I reached him, I needed some answers.
God, I hate this job.
riot protocols are now in effect.
So Agent Guerrero had requested a schedule change that put him on the same work detail as Wilbur.
And now I'd found a log showing he had unauthorized access to automated security. Could have been nothing, but that's where the robots were programmed with official protocols. It left me with some obvious questions.
Participating in a riot is a serious offense, and it will have an impact on the length of your sentence.
guys.
You're saying Stenger had Worthmuller transferred from a mental care facility to the penthouse?
I'm not saying it, Doctor. It was right there in that email.
Why did you think it was important? Your priority should have been getting to Agent Guerrero.
I didn't know if it was important or not, but Stenger had obviously pulled strings to keep Worthmuller there. Question was, why?
Still looking. Over. That's a little suspicious.
can't believe this is happening. Shit!
We need reinforcements.
Somehow got their arms, grabbed guns, and we are where we are.
And they couldn't contain them? Come on, I heard something.
We have to check it out.
You can't keep me in here, man! Come on! Walthers? Huh. Ah! You high-toned son of a bitch, am I happy to see you? Come on, get me out of here and let's roll.
I think it's time you told me what's going on, Mahia.
Yeah, sure. I'll tell you whatever you need. Just get me out of here.
So Agent Guerrero was still alive in solitary when you found him. What happened next?
It turned out the security systems controlling the door's locking mechanisms were offline. I needed to reset them in the server room below solitary. Once that was done, I could use the console in the security office to unlock his door.
Did you unlock it? You did, right? Come on, man. Let's get out of here.
We're not going anywhere until you fill me in, Agent.
Fill you in? Stenger's trying to kill me, Walthers. You want my help dealing with those terrorist attacks? We have to leave.
So now you're willing to help? You might have gotten yourself on death row, Mahia, but a few more minutes isn't going to change anything. Stenger filled me in. Said you've gone off the rails and he's the better man for the job. Your job, with Junkyard. Mind explaining that?
It's better you don't get involved.
If I don't get involved, you'll be dead tomorrow. And any chance of stopping those terror attacks will die with you. Now talk.
Okay, look. I don't know what Stenger told you, but I guarantee it's all lies. 2 years ago, Interpol got worried about a new player at the table. Junkyard. They needed eyes and ears on the inside, so they threw me into the deep end to go fishing.
And you hooked something big.
It took a while, but I eventually sniffed out that JY was into black market AUGs. A lot of AUGs. And I wanted to know where they were getting them. No points for guessing the answer.
This prison. It's the operation Stenger was talking about.
Ding ding, Walthers. He's been running the show for a while now. Using the system to cover up a harvesting scheme. Inmates are pushed over the line, given a death sentence, and end up the next day with their AUGs ripped out by Worthmuller in the morgue.
The Fixer is involved in this too?
You're surprised? He's Stenger's little butcher boy. Whatever the man wants, war cuts it out.
If you and Stenger are both supposed to be playing the same side, why would he want you out of the picture?
Stenger's got power in here, but he's not Junkyard yet. He's always resented the fact I was jumped in. With me gone, he thinks he can take my place on the ladder.
I don't know. He doesn't strike me as the kind of man who could run something like this.
Oh, you'd be surprised. A hammer ain't sharp, but it can still get the job done. I got JY to send me in. But make no mistake, with the power of the so-called justice system behind him, this is Stenger's ship. Who and what gets harvested? It's his call.
No one tried to stop him? Stenger can't murder inmates at will without someone taking notice.
He can when he hides behind the state of Arizona's terminal violation policy. It's okay to destroy a dangerous aug, right? Especially one in prison. Lately though, 3 strikes for pretty much anything will get you a trip to hole 6.
So Flossie was right. Sounded like he was spinning me a story.
No joke, Walthers. Stenger moves the bodies from here to be carved up at the infirmary by the Fixer. They use maintenance tunnels under the prison to keep it all out of sight. I'd be dead and diced by sunrise if it wasn't for you.
If you hadn't declared yourself Dark Opal, we would have been able to contact you without all this trouble. Why didn't you just tell Interpol what was going on and let them deal with it?
I went Dark Opal so the suits couldn't fuck things up. Interpol isn't interested in the long game anymore. They want immediate results.
So it's okay for you if this harvesting ring continues?
That's not what I'm saying. Junkyard have some impressive shit going on. If we let them know we're onto them now, they'll just vanish somewhere else and I'll lose what I've been working for all this time.
So we just insert another agent. We did it once, we can do it again.
It's not that easy. Interpol pushed me under what, 2 years ago, and I'm only just starting to reap the rewards. Junkyard are huge on loyalty from both sides. Trust me, it takes time and pays well to look after that.
Something isn't adding up about Wilberg's murder. You're saying you weren't involved at all?
What? What are you talking about? I told you. Stenger has it in for me. I wasn't even near Wilberg's cell that day. I was on shift cleaning that fucking shower like always. Besides, the sentry took him out. Do I look like a fucking robot to you?
Okay, enough with the bullshit. You keep selling me that we're both on the same side. How about you be straight with me for once?
Huh? What the hell are you saying, man?
I saw that you specifically changed your work schedule to be near Wilberg the night he was killed. You were also logged breaking into automated security. The same place someone would need to be if they wanted to, say, hack a sentry.
Okay. Okay, look, you're right. I didn't know what else to do. Wilberg somehow found out I was Interpol, okay? He threatened to expose me. I couldn't risk that. I don't know why I should have been honest with you, Walthers. I'm sorry. I've been down a long time, man. Sometimes you forget which way is up.
All right, I've heard enough. Terror attack or not, you're not doing anyone any favors by dying in this cell. Time to leave.
I ain't gonna argue with that. Lead the way, Jose. You got an escape plan?
The transport I came in on yesterday should still be on the roof. Can you fly?
No need. The prison birds run on automated flight paths to stop hijackers. We can just hack the route. As long as the security systems are shut down, we'll be free to fly out of here and sip pina coladas all the way to Panama.
Okay, sounds like a plan. I'll take care of the flight path.
No, let me go to the tower. I know where to break into the system. Old school. I'll have just enough time while you handle the rest. There are 2 turrets on the roof, and an aircraft tracking system that you'll need to disable. There's an override in the warden's office.
I was there earlier. Some guy had locked himself in and wouldn't open up.
Sounds like the warden's assistant. Just sweet talk him out or something. You're one of the good guys, remember?
Did you forget the part where we look like criminals in the middle of a riot? Thanks, but I guess I'll come up with something myself. What about Stenger?
As long as he doesn't get to JY before I do, there's no problem. Hey, I'm happy you're here, man. You have no idea. I'll see you at the landing pad. Good luck.
Task force protocols dictate that you should have called for an immediate extraction. Going against protocol could have jeopardized the mission.
If Agent Guerrero was right and our intel was wrong, then the mission had changed. Terror attack or not, Agent Guerrero wasn't going to be any help if he was dead.
This is the Arizona State Riot Response Team. We've been authorized to end this riot by any means necessary. Supplies will be met with lethal force.
I'm gonna need you when all this is over. Can I trust you?
Certainly, Mr. Stenger. I'll be ready to do whatever I'm told, sir.
This riot broke out sooner than expected. But no matter. Just fine for us in the end.
If you say so, Mr. Stenger. Sir.
When the shitstorm is over, you're gonna have your hands full.
Yes, sir, Mr. Stenger. Whatever you say. Test. This is Teddy's time now. You shouldn't be talking to me. You should talk to him.
Come on! I heard something.
You go first. I'm calling it.
Hold on a second. What was that?
Be careful. Are you sure this is the spot?
Move out. Stay focused.
Moving in.
Go.
Moving in.
We got movement. I've got your back.
Stay in formation. Nothing here.
Whatever it was, it's gone.
Taking a quick look. Come on.
quiet patrol's a good patrol. Quiet patrol's a good patrol.
Sure about quiet fast.
Haven't got anyone on that route? I heard something.
It is difficult to know who to believe when even the so-called experts cannot agree with each other.
Let's go take a look. Be careful.
Yeah, I'm here. What? Just talk to whoever you need to make it happen and call me back. I'm done with waiting. Hey, new shine. Ain't this a surprise?
Looks like you're celebrating.
Sure am, and I deserve it. You think anyone else could have pulled this off? Got the brothers to come together, take this place for our own.
So the king emerges. Couldn't have been easy.
Nothing worth doing never is. We lost some brothers along the way, but that's what happens when you gotta fight to take back control.
As long as you have what you want, nothing else matters. Got it.
This is what needed to happen. Maybe some grudges got settled along the way, so what? Change is always painful. Or do you have a problem with the way I do things?
How or why you do things isn't my business.
That's right, it ain't. You haven't experienced what life in the penthouse is really like. From what I heard, you were moving on again in a couple of days.
Plans change. I need to leave now.
Look at you getting shit done. Spit it out, brother. Something I can help you with?
I need access to the transport's tracking system. It's here in the warden's office.
Go right ahead and do whatever you need, brother. I'm just waiting on my interview.
Glad I haven't crossed this finger yet.
I ain't hanging up. Come on, I ain't got all day. I don't believe this.
Where's that asshole who owes me credits? Hello? Someone talk to me, damn it.
These hog fuckos are tearing my prison apart. You think I got time for this?
Yes, but no, Mr. Mejia said that I should.
Mejia said? God damn it, Ward. I told you to stay out of the hole.
Yes, you did. It's Mr. Mejia. He...
What are you telling me? Mejia's here? Get in there. Go!
The CEOs are gonna pay.
So, when you saw Stenger and Worthmuller arguing on the security monitor, it sounded like Guerrero might be there. But didn't he say he was going to the tower to reroute the flight path? Why would he go to the infirmary?
I had the same question, Doctor. Guerrero was obviously hiding something, but I needed to take a trip to the infirmary if I wanted to know what it was.
But it's fun as fuck. Just don't shoot my ass by mistake, okay? Relax.
So now Stenger had been murdered. Did you think Guerrero was responsible?
When I saw Stenger arguing with Worthmuller on the security feed, he implied that Guerrero might have been there. If that was true, it meant either one of them could have done it. What was sure was that Guerrero had been lying to me. The orders I'd found on Stenger's body clearly showed he was pulling the strings for the harvesting operation all along.
Well, look who it is. Junkyard's rising star, huh? You messed with the wrong family this time, Mejia. Vinny Garbage told me about Gina. So I killed. Who cares? More people than you know. Gina was untouchable. I'm surprised you're admitting it was you.
Problem needs solving. I solve it. That includes shutting people up who can't keep quiet. You understand me?
Is that a threat?
What do you think?
You can't touch me in here, remember? You're riding high now. But once I pull a few strings, you'll be out of Junkyard for good.
Agent Guerrero said that he'd killed Wilberg to protect his Interpol cover.
But the recording indicated that he did it to protect his standing with Junkyard. If that was true, he'd lied to me, again. Guerrero had some explaining to do. But if I didn't do what was needed to ensure the escape, neither of us were going to make it back to Interpol. It was time I got to the landing pad to clear the air once and for all.
All inmates must cease and desist all behavior. What you do now will determine whether you're a survivor or a casualty.
Over there.
This is not a negotiation. Surrender and go back to your cell. Give up now and return to your cell.
What?
Guess the inmates handled it themselves. Huh?
fuck are you doing here, Johnson? Nah, it wasn't Johnson. What the hell was it? Johansson!
There's no need for any trouble. I just want to use the elevator.
You do, huh? Well, ain't that a fucking shame? See, this is my elevator now.
No, it isn't. Look, just let me use it and I'll be on my way.
This is where I shit, asshole. Now get out of here and find your own fucking elevator. I said get lost, Jefferson! Nah, that ain't right. Jetson! Nah, fuck it! Go bother someone else, or I'll kick your ass, you weasel! What's wrong with you? I told you, get the fuck out of here, Jensen! Jensen! Adam fucking Jensen, yes! I remember! You just can't leave me alone, huh? Okay, Robo-Pig, that's it! Let's dance!
What a shame.
So, with both the tracking system and the turrets shut down, you just needed to get to the landing pad, is that right?
You've got the report right in front of you, Doctor. Why don't you tell me?
I'd rather hear it from you.
Please, don't be angry.
I told you not to come here.
I did what you said. Mr. Stenger, he's very... I can't stay here now. I want to leave. I insist.
Sorry, Ward. Should have done this a long time ago.
What the hell is going on, Mejia?
Walthers. We got a problem. Walthmuller knows who we are.
Do I not know that? This isn't good. Can't I just keep doing things like I've been? Everything you wanted me to...
Shut up. He's trying to blackmail me. Found out what we're really doing here. He's a threat, man. We can't leave him here alive.
The veracity is questionable.
Don't fall for his act, Walthers. He'll say anything to get what he wants. All the attempts to blackmail, manipulate, he's not what he seems. I need you to trust me on this.
Trust you? To execute someone. The Fixer's not the threat here, Mejia. Just put the gun down, come back to base, and help us with the intel we need. If you're right and it comes to nothing, what have you lost?
Everything! You don't get it, do you? The Fixer's fucking evil. You have any idea what he's capable of? The things he's done? If we leave him alive, he'll ruin it all. I'm trying to protect us.
Intellectually? It's just maddening.
Keep your mouth shut. Don't you see? This is what he does. The pills, the riot, he manipulates people, man. Worms his way into everything and makes it sick. Just stutters like an idiot to seem harmless. It's all bullshit.
I'm not sure I believe that. And even if I did, it doesn't mean you get to shoot him.
Fine. Then you fucking shoot him. He's as big a threat to you as he is to me. If we don't kill him, our cover's blown. Jesus, man. You're actually willing to jeopardize an agent for... what? This sociopath?
The Fixer's not just another criminal. I've read his case file. I know what he's capable of. But I also know he's easily manipulated.
So you just want to let him off the hook, huh? After everything he's done?
I don't think either of us are qualified to diagnose or judge him. But whatever his condition, people like Stenger took advantage of it, just like you did.
We let him live and you can forget about foiling any terror attacks. Now or ever. He starts talking, JY will put a bullet in our brains, pronto. He knows things about me.
Yeah, so do I. But you don't get to kill me either.
Look, I'm not the enemy, Walthers. He is. Everything that gets people killed in this place, he's at the heart of it. He's the one whispering revolution in Flossie's ear. He's the one carving up bodies. And as for Stenger, why don't you ask him?
Mr. Stenger is very dead. All of him. This place is violent, yes, and moldy, and they always get your name wrong. And I want to leave now. I want to go where you're going.
You'd love that, wouldn't you? Bust you out so you can stick your forked little tongue in everyone's ear. He's smarter than we are, man. Put him in a room with Interpol, and they'll eat up every one of his lies. We can't let that happen. Please, Walthers, remember who we are. I need to know you've got my back.
You don't call the shots anymore, Mejia. I got everything I need on you. The recording that proves why you really killed Wilberg, the orders you sent to Stenger, and I've seen all I need to know the Fixer's no criminal mastermind.
All this time. Guess I've been aiming at the wrong guy.
Killing me doesn't solve your problem. If I don't make it back, the information I have on you will. I guarantee it.
That's so. All right. Let's say I believe you. And let's say there are things I don't want other people to know. How do I keep you from making my life harder than it already is?
It's a long flight. Plenty of time for us to come to an agreement. But for now, you just need to put your tail between your legs and get on board like a good boy.
Wow. Look at you. Interpol's golden child. The fucking hero of TF-29. Fine, Walthers. You win. What about Worthmuller? You Planning to blackmail him as well? Criminal mastermind or not, he does know too much. Especially now.
Leave me alone with him. I'll make the call.
I think he's broken.
I'm starting to think everyone is.
It's the institution. These walls weren't designed with serenity in mind.
No, they weren't. They were designed to hold people and keep them from getting out. For good reason, most of the time.
Most of the time, yes. Except you two. You were different. You wanted to be here.
Just how much do you know? How worried should I be?
I know there's no such thing as Walthers or Mejia. I know you were both sent here to pretend, and I know, at some point, one of you forgot he was pretending.
And are you planning on sharing this information?
Anyone who knows me knows. It's not my nature to plan anything.
You were able to keep Flossie's plans to yourself, and you played a part in Junkyard's operation, an operation not a lot of people knew about. So I know you've kept secrets before.
It's easier when no one suspects. If no one suspects, no one asks. People tend not to give me a lot of credit.
Is that all it is? Someone asks you something, you have no choice but to tell them the truth, to do whatever they tell you?
Father taught me to obey. Some men remind me more than others. Makes it hard to disappoint.
Men like Flossie, like Stanger, like Mejia.
Men like wolves. No shortage of them in here.
No shortage of them anywhere. I'm not sure who's in more danger here, you or everyone stuck here with you. But this definitely isn't a good place for you to be.
Where are we going?
I don't know about the we yet, but wherever you end up, you're gonna have to be more selective in who you're willing to do things for, and more selective in the things you're willing to do.
Yeah, that sounds complicated.
Doesn't have to be. Just stay away from hurting other people. Try not to let them hurt you.
Anything you say, Jack.
Gotta admit, I'm not used to being on this side of a shitty deal.
What did you do? Adam?
Excuse me?
You were saying you found Agent Guerrero on the roof holding Worthmuller at gunpoint. What did you do?
I feel like I've answered this question already.
Time can change a lot of things, Adam. Especially memories. I know you don't like doing this, but it helps. Both of us. Please. How did you resolve the confrontation with Agent Guerrero?
What did you mean, time can change a lot of things? Are you saying I'm forgetting what happened?
No, not at all. It's just... I've looked at all the reports, and there are a few small inconsistencies, that's all. Look, it's not important. What is important is how you remember it. So, just tell me what you recall about those final moments, and we can wrap this up.
I brought Agent Guerrero back with me. Whatever he was still an agent and worth saving. With or without the intel.
Wait. So, to be absolutely clear, you brought him back?
That's what I said. Is there a problem with the file?
There's no record of... The report doesn't say where he ended up exactly, but that's not unusual. He was a valuable asset and the information I have is limited, so... Have you had any contact with Agent Guerrero since?
No. After settling our differences, he's no longer my responsibility. I don't know where he's gone.
Okay. Well, you've been through so much these past months, and it's keeping things up to date. It's an ongoing process. Something we'll continue working through together.
That's it? No more questions?
I have more than I need for now. Thank you so much for coming in like this, Adam. I know it's not your favorite thing in the world, but it's been very useful, making sure we're all on the same page. What's wrong, Adam? Is there something else you want to say?
Yeah. I have a question for you, Doc. If you were in my position, if you had a feeling, a suspicion, that the agent in front of you was bad, and you could take them out, right there, right then, no questions asked, would you do it?
I suppose it depends on what you think you know, Adam. If I really felt, deep down, that the person in front of me was no longer on my side, then maybe I would. Understanding when to pull that trigger is the single most important instinct an agent can possess.
You know, Guerrero was right.
About what?
The terror attack. Never happened. Gotta wonder what else he was right about.
That's not the point. You should have all been informed.
That is why we are here now.
Volkart, what's done is done. The broad strokes of the operation were very clear and haven't changed. There are always adjustments that will occur in the field. You should know that.
Adjustments? Those were not mere adjustments.
Interpol was more capable than we anticipated. They have a new augmented agent by the name of...
Adam Jensen.
Who we believe may have had external help. Possibly by the Juggernaut Collective, or even Janus directly.
We're looking into it, but we...
All that is speculation at this point. Let's find out more and reconvene later this week. Thank you, everyone. That'll be all.
It's your own fault.
I'm aware of that, Doctor.
Elizabeth sends her regards.
Report.
Overall, the subject seems quite well adjusted despite the massive traumas he's experienced, and his memories are still consistent with the program. He is remarkably stable.
Excellent. How close is he to contact with Janus?
Very.
It's only a matter of time.